On a fog-shrouded morning deep in the swamps of Dagobah, the lilting cries of unseen creatures echo through the trees. The Jedi Knight Training Academy, half hidden by moss and mist, stirs to life. At the sparkling cusp of a new semester, apprentice Padawans, bright-eyed and anxious, gather, breathing in the thick living air, hearts pounding with old legends and new possibilities.
Apprentice Padawans, gathered you are. This year, a different trial awaits, a gauntlet of mind puzzles to stretch the very boundaries of mind and spirit.
The first puzzle, already infamous in whispered premonitions, unfolded in a barn-like room with 100 Padawans and 100 goats.
Each learner must convince their goat to carry such a prize.
The Padawans face their first enigma, to make a stubborn Dagobah goat carry a repulsive, slimy eel.
Come on, you stubborn creature. It's just for a moment.
Force, persuasion, even trickery, all proved futile. The task seemed impossible, the lesson obscure.
I don't get it. What are we supposed to do? Whoa!
And then a flicker, not of the Force, but of understanding. The mind trick. The answer was not to cajole, but to let go.
Yes, harmony found not in control, be but in release.
Only those who perceived the deeper lesson, releasing control to reveal harmony, passed beneath Yoda's knowing smile. Then came the second puzzle, a grand domed hall built from living vines. Inside, a dizzying sight, 100 Padawans and what appeared to be 100 Yodas.
Truthful I am. A lie, that is. Seek the light, or is it the dark?
The true and the false mingled. Every question yielded riddling contradiction.
The answer you seek, not here.
Internal thought whispered, not here. The question itself.
The trick was to trust clarity within, above the noise and the illusions. When a Padawan realized the question itself was the trap, the pulsing illusions receded, and the true path emerged. The fourth puzzle led them to a shaded glen tangled with ancient roots. Here each received a small, silent floating orb pulsing with a soft blue light. Each orb carried a single wordless memory, an emotion or instinct, unplaceably familiar yet utterly alien.
What is this feeling? I don't understand.
The trick was not to speak, nor to analyze, but to sense and share, to feel without judgment. Only when they allowed themselves to truly feel, and in turn sense the feelings of others, did the light of every orb merge, spinning upward in spirals of dazzling color. Trust in the living force, the interconnection between all beings, was the only solution. And finally, the fifth puzzle, a maze of gnarled roots and hanging moss, illuminated by hundreds of hovering, paper-thin holocrons. Each projected cryptic looping stories from Jedi legends. The task: find the single holocron that holds the entire truth of the Jedi. As they rushed and argued, illusions multiplied. Some holocrons distorted into time loops, while others repeated painful lessons.
Whispered, internal. The truth. It can't be just one story, can it?
In exhaustion, only those who stopped seeking and instead listened closely to the living swamp began to understand. They realized the true trick. It was not about the holocrons at all, but the journey, the learning, and the humility in admitting that ultimate truth always remains just beyond grasp. In this acceptance, the maze opened and the Padawans emerged wiser.
Not answers did these puzzles grant, but seekers you have become, of wisdom, clarity, unity.
For the way of the Jedi is not to conquer puzzles, but to let the heart be transformed by the puzzles of the mind and the living force itself. In each Padawan who walked away changed, a new hope bloomed in the dappled Dagobah light.